So we saw an introduction in the previous video and we saw about Ernst Mayr also. In this chapter, let us move to the living world. So the first paragraph is just an introduction, just an exclamatory introduction of how the world is like, how many things are there and how awful, like how awe-inspiring, like how surprising and how it is like starting from the cellular microbiology to like how a whole plant takes light from sun, converts it into food, and it stores it in the stem. Everything is surprising. Everything is we are all we can do is just to know about it and get surprised. There's nothing more we can do about it. Only thing we should do is we should not destroy them, but that is what we are all doing now. So knowing about them, knowing about plants and animals, knowing about the biodiversity helps us to know that we should not destroy them. It prevents us from destroying them, and it helps us to conserve them. So that is the purpose of knowing about the plants and the uses. So the first paragraph is all about the introduction about it, and like they are also contemplating on what is life, how does even life exist, not on a like philosophical point of view, just on a biological point of view. So that about that introduction and the diversity in the living world, they also tell about the numerous organisms. The number they have given here is 1.7 to 1.8 million, right? 1.7 to 1.8 million species have been identified till now. And to be frank, there are still many islands, still many places unexplored by human beings, unexplored by internet or anything. Nothing is available there, so you cannot confine the number of organisms within this 1.7 to 1.8 million. It may be even more, and it is definitely more. And it is constantly evolving. It is not the same every year. Like some changes are happening in the world, in the plant kingdom and in the animal kingdom. So if in you from your society, from your surroundings, you could see some potted plants. With the naked organisms you see something, without your eyes you with the help of microscope you see some things. If you go to a dense forest, probably there will be a numerous more things which you have never seen. So this humongous amount of species existing around you refers to biodiversity. Okay, it is not a single plant or animal, or it is not like a few number of plants or animals which you are encountering. It is millions, and it is biodiversity. Okay, so the biodiversity means that not only in terms of number, in terms of the characteristics also they are different. Okay, we are exploring, as they said, we are not confining it to this number. Every day they are adding new things. Okay, and there are millions of plants and animals in this world. So when you have about 1.7 to 1.8 million organisms, is it easy to name these things? And one more problem is the name differs from country to country, from place to place. To be obvious, from language to language the name will differ. So how will you, if you have seen a neem tree here, okay, the local name will be different in your place. If you move to other state, the local name will be different. So using a common name for all the plants and animals will be much easier, especially when communicating in terms of for scientific purposes. So if the mango tree is named Mangifera indica, it means, if you go to America and tell Mangifera indica, it means the same mango tree. If you go to some remote place in Northeast India or some western country and tell Mangifera indica, it is mango tree. So it doesn't change. So the purpose of nomenclature. Nomenclature is nothing but naming things. Okay, they are giving a specific name to organisms so that it will be universally useful. Okay, so the standardization comes here. It is just like giving an Aadhaar number. Your Aadhaar number will be like for you only, right? So the nomenclature is the Aadhaar number for that mango tree. Mango tree is a mango tree, And like one more thing differs. There are numerous mango trees, right? So that differs. Like for human beings, Aadhaar number, how it is Aadhaar number. For plant kingdom, it is nomenclature. So in a plant kingdom, if you tell Mangifera indica, it is mango tree. Okay. So before naming it, you should be able to describe it. You should be able to describe the fruit of mango, like how mango will be, how the stem of mango will be, how the roots of mango tree will be, how the leaves of the mango tree will be. Once you describe it, okay, then only you can name it. So the describing is known as identification. The ability to identify a mango tree even if you go to other places, okay. So after identifying, you name it. So identification and nomenclature are an integral part, okay. So in order to facilitate the study, so who are the like controlling body who gives the name? International Code for Botanical Nomenclature for plants and International Code for Zoological Nomenclature for animals. These are the governing bodies who gives name. Not anyone, like from their sleep you cannot get up and give a name. Only these bodies recognize the names which are used universally, okay. And they have given certain rules for the names, okay. Instead of giving a single name, instead of Chintu alone, Chintu is followed by a family name to differentiate two Chintus, right? So Chintu followed by family name. So here they are giving two names. The first name is the generic name, and the second name is specific name, specific epithet or species name. So what does that mean? Epithet is like a term for given for that species. Generic name, here the first example what we saw, Mangifera indica, right? Mangifera indica. In Mangifera indica, Mangifera means the generic name of the genus, and indica means specific epithet or name of the species. So this type of naming every organism with two names, two parts of a name, two word containing names is known as binomial nomenclature. Bi means two, giving two words to name thing. Okay, binomial nomenclature. It was introduced by Carolus Linnaeus. He is the man who gave binomial nomenclature, and he has given numerous contributions to taxonomy. So the two-word format was found convenient. The same example they are using here. And apart from the name, two name thing, there are also some other rules for binomial nomenclature. So what are those? The first rule is that biological names are generally in Latin. Even if it is from some other language, they they translate it into Latin, Latinized. Okay, so they are converting it to Latin or Latinized. The second thing is, you like again Latin is the like not commonly used language nowadays. It is like one of the ancient languages. It is again a universal language, not to fight among other languages. So they have chosen Latin. Then the first word is a biological name which represents the genus. Okay, the first name of the biological name represents the genus, generic name. The second name denotes species or specific epithet. This is also you should remember. Then the third rule, both the words in the biological name, if it is handwritten, if you are writing it by hand, okay, Mangifera indica. If you're writing it by hand, you should underline it separately. Not there should be a gap between the two names. If you are typing it out, it should be italicized. Like you know, italicization, right? It is slanting. Just the names are slanted to one side. Like see in this part of the textbook where they have slanted it. This is how they italize it. Okay, printed in italics. And also one more major rule, the first letter of the generic name should be in capital, and the first letter of the generic species name should be in small letter, capital letter and small letter. That is also a rule. Name of the author, if suppose Linnaeus had named Mangifera indica, means it should come after the name, like Mangifera indica Linn. Linnaeus is the short form for Linn is the short form for Carolus Linnaeus. So it should be like this. This is the procedure to name anything. Once again, let's go with the rules. It is either in Latin or it is translated to Latin. The first biology part of the biological name is generic name. Second part is the species name. Third is that if you write it, you should underline it separately. If you type it, it should be in italics. And the first letter of the generic name should be in capital. The first letter of the specific name should be in small letter. And the author name should follow. If it is Linnaeus, the short form for Linnaeus is Lin. It is written after the named name. Okay, so this is the rules of binomial nomenclature.